you know goddamn well that Amazon and Target had to have a buy two, get one free sale on the same week. And you know for goddamn sure that I had to take that opportunity to get some titles that I've one been looking for and two wanted to upgrade from the old DVD or even VHS in some cases. And we're going to take a look at those right now. There were buy two, get one free. So your best bet was to find three titles that were similar pricing and match those up. Target, I think, was anything over $35. You get free shipping, so you can kind of cheat the system there a little bit. And there was also a promotion they were doing. It was a Target Circle coupon for 20% off. So not only were you getting buy two, get one free, which is basically a third off there, then you get another 20% off with the coupon. So that was awesome. And then the very few titles that weren't on Target that I found on Amazon, I grabbed over there. But to start, we have The Faculty, which is a movie from, 98 that I fucking love. Written by Kevin Williamson, of course, who brought us Scream, Scream 2, kind of the others, but not so much. And directed by Robert Rodriguez, who people know from probably, from Dusk Till Dawn, shit like that. This is a great little fucking teen alien movie. Kind of comes out of left field. Aliens! But very fucking fun. Josh Hartnett, Elijah Wood, Jordana Brewster. Very fun fucking movie if you have not checked it out. That was a DVD upgrade for me. This is a Scream Factory release that I've never seen. Final Exam. This is one of the Scream Factory titles that I see really cheap fairly often, and I just haven't grabbed it yet. But I do love my slasher movies. And Scream Factory, so definitely be checking this one out. High definition transfer. What year is this from? 81. So, sweet. That's early in the slasher craze there. Ginger Snaps. Another one I've heard a lot about. I've never seen it. I think this is a werewolf movie? Yeah. Hungry Like the Wolf. I think there's 2 or 3 of these. I've never seen any of them. I want to say they're Canadian, right? I think these were Canadian horror films. This is from the year 2000. And of course, with most Scream Factory releases, you have the reversal artwork in there. Final Exam did not have that, though. So I don't know. Anyway, Skylines. Skyline was an interesting sci-fi movie I seen a few years ago. I think I found it in the dollar bin, actually. It had old Turk from Scrubs. It's a fun movie, but it's kind of contained. It's an alien invasion movie, but they're all pretty much in their apartment complex the whole time. There is a sequel that I just picked up. I have not watched it yet. Called Beyond Skyline, I believe. And then this is the third one, Skylines. So I'll be checking out the second and third one here soon. I've heard that they're really cool. And I think the gimmick with the first one wasn't it like one dude who did like all of the... This is written and directed by Liam O'Donnell. I'm not sure if he did the first one, but I think it was like one guy who did like the special effects and they were amazing. So definitely interested in checking those out. This one looks pretty sweet. I don't know how super connected they are, if it's like an actual proper trilogy or not, but we'll give those a watch. Then you got these classics here, the Lethal Weapon collection. This is all 4 films. The strange thing, I have the DVD set, and I didn't realize until I was about to get rid of that and pop this in its spot. The DVD is the director's cuts, but this is not. This does apparently have the deleted scenes, so from my research, the deleted scenes on here are what they just added back in for the director's cuts. So that seems a little strange. I guess it's not a super big deal, but as far as I could tell, and I watched a few videos, the actual director's cuts aren't on Blu-ray? Is that right? You have to just buy the Blu-ray and watch the deleted scenes separate? I don't know. That seems weird. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I would like a Blu-ray set of the director's cuts, but for now, I guess I'll keep this and the DVD set, because I'm a fucking weirdo that way. But very excited to check these out. I have not watched these in years, so that'll be very cool. My boy Kevin Smith. I put this one off for a while just because I have a plethora of Mallrats versions already. I think I have the VHS, a couple different DVDs. This is the Arrow release, though, so this does have a shit ton of bonus features. How many of them are new? I don't know. Brand new restoration of both the theatrical and extended cuts of the film approved by Kevin Smith and cinematographer. TV cut of the film featuring hilarious overdubbing to cover up profanity. Oh, that should be good. Collector's booklet. Oh yeah, that has like a cool little this is a 2-discer, and it's got like a collector's book in here. All about the making of the movie and its impact or lack thereof. And then that's got this cool little, if you've seen the movie, remember the blueprints that Jay and Bob do? It's got like a reprint of the blueprints. Knocks his ass out cold with a sock full of quarters. So Arrow usually does pretty cool collector's editions. There's surprisingly not a shit ton of movies they put out that I'm really into, though. I grabbed this one and the It's a Mad World, because I fucking love that movie too. But very happy to have this in my collection. I think I'm going to do a video of all my Kevin Smith collection, because I have, like I said, many versions of many of those movies. So that might be fun to go through those again. This is a Samuel L. Jackson 3-pack featuring Deep Blue Sea, The Long Kiss Goodnight, and Snakes on a Plane. I had all these on DVD. This is all upgrades for me because it was really cheap. I think after the coupon it was like $6 or something. Deep Blue Sea is a very fun movie. Long Kiss Goodnight I have not watched in many years, but I remember it being pretty funny. And then Snakes on a Plane is just stupid camp dude getting dick bit off by a snake. So if you're into that shit, I think that was the one that started as a joke, right? Wasn't that a YouTube trailer or joke or something they made? And it got so popular, they're like, fuck it, let's make it a movie. But pretty cool, fun little 3-pack there. There's not even like, no digital or anything, but at least they get their own discs. Which, not always the case in those triple packs, I think. Get your ass in there. Pair of movies I've never seen, and I thought it had the first one, but it's the second and the third one. I've never seen any of the Scanners movies. I've heard they're great. I know there's a classic scene. I think it's the first one where a dude's head explodes. I'll probably wait till I find the first one somewhere. It might be on Amazon Prime or something to watch these. But again, a Scream Factory release. 2 films and a combo pack there. It's got the Blu-ray and the DVD. I noticed a lot of these horror movies that Scream Factory have put out on Blu-ray are on Amazon Prime now. So I was watching a few the other night. Maybe that's on there. I'll have to check that out. 4K of Monster Hunter. I've never played the game, but this movie looked kind of fun, and I actually heard it was pretty interesting and well shot for a video game movie, so I'll give it a shot there. It's got Mila Jovovich, and I think her husband did it again. Yes, Paul W.S. Anderson is her hubby, who directed her in the Resident Evil films, which are really stupid but kind of fun, most of them. A couple of those 3D ones were pretty hard to watch, but I think that this could be a really cool, good-looking 4K, so that's why I grabbed this one. This one I'm super excited to watch. Psycho Goreman. I've heard nothing but awesome things, and this one looks really fucking cool. Hilarious and absurd, the kind of genre cinema we dream of. Every review I've seen of this said it's awesome, hilarious. He's supposed to be like a space murderous monster that ends up getting controlled by a little girl who just wants to have tea parties or some shit. It looks really funny. It's got director's commentary, which I love. I was hoping this came with a digital. Oh, it's got the cool alternate art there too. This one I actually watched the other night. This was a bizarre fucking movie. The Very Excellent Mr. Dundee, starring Paul Hogan. If you know the Crocodile Dundee movies, he is the man who played Crocodile Dundee, and this movie is kind of a guy I was telling at work about it put it perfectly. He said it's Paul Hogan's Curb Your Enthusiasm, because that's exactly what it is. It's the studio's trying to get him to bring back Crocodile Dundee. He doesn't want to. And then for some reason, he's got his buddies here, John Cleese and Chevy Chase, in the movie playing themselves in these really obscure, like, there's a whole running joke about whether or not Chevy Chase has an Oscar for Caddyshack. It's entertaining. It's not great, and it's kind of slow at points, but if you do like Curb Your Enthusiasm, it's that on a downplayed level. It's not as filthy or anything like that, but I don't know. There's a whole running joke about Paul Hogan making himself seem racist on accident, and so it kind of plays with that cancel culture, Black Lives Matter era that we're living in. And this just came out last year. So, but it does it in a very PG-13 way. So, if you're into that, even Olivia Newton-John shows up, Wayne Knight. Really, really kind of a strange movie, but if you're bored one night, look for that. Nightbreed. This is another one I've never seen. This is Clive Barker directed this one. This is one I've heard a lot about. This is a Scream Factory release. Again, one that I see $10-15 a lot and I just never grabbed. But with that BOGO sale and the 20% off, I was like, all right, we'll finally nab that bitch. It's got some pretty interesting creature designs. Clive Barker can be real hit or miss for me. I'm like the one guy who's not a big Hellraiser fan. But it's got the Blu-ray and the DVD, some reversible art. There's like the original cover art there. So I'll give that a watch. It's been on the radar for many years, so it's time. Here's a couple upgrades. The Stallone triple feature collection. Demolition Man, of course, fucking great. Over the Top, I have never actually seen. Hard Luck Trucker Lincoln Hawk takes us under the glaring Las Vegas lights of the boisterous action of the world arm wrestling champion. It's an arm wrestling movie? Oh, God. I did not know it was an arm wrestling movie, but, you know, it might be fun. Tango and Cash, of course, with Kurt Russell and Stallone. Great fucking movie there. So this was, again, a really cheap, just kind of upgrade. And it's got 3 separate discs, which is always nice to see for quality purposes. This is one I have not seen since I was a child. Good Burger. With Keenan and Kel there. This was another one I was like, they put this on fucking Blu-ray? That must be a new release. Sinbad's on the back there and Shaq. I don't remember much about it. Competing burger joints, and it's rated PG, so it's like kid-friendly, but this should harken me back to my Nickelodeon watching days from my youth. Rewatch that soon. And this is another one, last one, that has always been on my radar, but I've never given it a chance. I remember one of my neighbors back in high school, this was like Amazon was like not really a thing that everyone used yet. I think they basically just had books and movies, if I remember right. But one of the neighbor ladies was like, oh, you're on Amazon? Can you get me a VHS of Night of the Comet? So I think the first thing I ever ordered on Amazon was Night of the Comet on VHS, but it wasn't for me. It was for a neighbor lady. But now I have the Blu-ray here from Scream Factory. All new audio commentary, interviews, blah, 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 theatrical trailers, shit like that. As Scream Factory do. This is PG-13 or something? This was like kind of surprised me when I saw the rating. I can't see it now. Yeah, PG-13. I always kind of assumed this was one of those really gory, but must be more campy than gory. It was the last thing on earth they ever expected. I think that's the girl from Weekend at Bernie's. Just rewatch, yeah. It's the girl from the first Weekend at Bernie's. So, excited to check this one out. I remember that lady going, it's my favorite movie, thanks for the VHS. I wonder if you can go back that far in your Amazon order history. Go back to like 2000 or some shit whenever I bought the fucking VHS of this. But that's my pickups from Target and Amazon.com. It seems like Target tends to do a sale like that. They were doing it for books. I think books, games, movies, music, and video games, right? I think that's what it was. And they tend to do that like at least once every other month, I notice. So sometimes I'll wait a few months and I'll wait till my list gets longer and stock up there. But I've been noticing Amazon has been doing it probably to compete around the same time Target is. So if you ever see it on Target, there's usually different, sometimes even more titles on Amazon. And the last few times Target did it, they weren't allowing pre-orders. For like if I'm buying games, the only way it's really worth it for video games is if you're getting the pre-order games, and they don't always allow it. But then this time some of them did. Although I didn't grab any games, but just something to keep an eye out for in the future. Till next time, go buy some fucking movies, man.